Hi, I'm Dave Ertl, employment lawyer at Ertl Lawyers. One of the most common questions we get is, what happens to my benefits when I'm terminated? Well, let's face it, benefits are important, but they take on even greater importance when, for example, you have a disability and the medication will be too costly without benefit coverage, or you have dependents that rely on your benefit coverage, maybe a spouse or children with disabilities. When an employer terminates you, there is a statutory obligation to continue your coverage for a specified period of time, and it works like this. If the legislation says your employer has to provide you with, say, 8 weeks of termination pay, then it also has to continue your benefits for that 8 weeks. It's that simple. Under the common law, an employee is entitled to reasonable notice of his or her dismissal, or pay in lieu. Reasonable notice is essentially an estimate of how long it will take you to find a comparable job. Unlike legislation, which merely looks at your length of service, the common law considers such things as your age, the type of job you had, your length of service, and the availability of comparable jobs in the marketplace. The common law is almost always more generous than the legislation. Now, the common law says that an employee is entitled to all forms of compensation they would have earned over that reasonable notice period, including benefits. So if you were theoretically entitled to, say, 10 months of notice, then you should also get 10 months of benefits. In most negotiated settlements, an employer can agree to provide your basic group health plan coverage for longer than what is prescribed under legislation. Basic group health plan, well, it normally includes coverage for dental, prescription drugs, paramedical expenses such as massage therapy, as well as vision care. But in most negotiated settlements, the employer cannot continue to provide such things as life insurance, AD&D, or short and long-term disability coverage. Meaning, even though they might have a legal obligation to provide you with all benefits for the entire duration of your notice period, the underlying insurance policy can't be continued after the statutory notice period. In other words, if the statutory notice period is 2 or 4 or 8 weeks in your case, then that's it for certain forms of benefits. In the case of life insurance, you'll probably be given the option to convert your policy to an individual policy, and if there's a difference in the premiums, you can seek reimbursement from the company. In the case of other benefits, you may have to purchase those benefits on the open market and again seek reimbursement from the company. Obviously, this can pose challenges if you have existing disabilities, or else, well, you simply can't afford to purchase coverage. In the case of short-term or long-term disability, if you become disabled after your coverage is cut off, you may have a legal claim against your employer directly for the benefits you would have been entitled to had the employer not stopped your coverage. This is why you need experienced employment counsel to help you understand your entitlements and to fight for all that you're entitled to. If you've been handed a severance package and you'd like to know if it's fair or not, give us a call. Ertl Lawyers offers a free consultation and fair and flexible rates, including contingency fees. We're experts in employment law. We've represented thousands of clients and recovered millions in severance pay and benefits for them. Give us a call. Our help can make all the difference.